So 2024 is here, and we cannot believe how fast 2023 went, especially for the housing market. So today, I will give you my predictions when it comes to the real estate market for 2024 in this area, whether you're looking to buy, sell, invest, or just simply want to know what the heck is going on with the real estate market. Let's go now. I came across this article and pretty big into researching things around this area, and I love to really bring very good information to you. So Redfin has some of these predictions, and on some things I do agree, and some other things I kind of have my own take. So I'll share these things to you. So, and it says here, Redfin predicts 2024 will be the year home buyers will catch a break, with home prices falling and new listings rising. Well, let's see what it's really them, if it's true or not. But there are certain things here that I will say I agree with. But let me show you what is happening in Montgomery County as we speak as of today. So Redfin is really saying that we will have some kind of good advantage, especially for buyers. Well, okay, I tend to agree. But today, as of the month of January, this is what's happening in Montgomery County, Maryland. We have a combination of coming soon and on the market, meaning already active, and the other coming soon. They can hit the market in a week or 2 weeks max. A total of 676 units. This includes condos, townhomes, co-ops, single family homes, and so on. This is all in Montgomery County. So this is even less than 1 month of inventory when you normally see it around this area, but it's understandable. It's still January and things are really not moving where they need to go. So it says here on this prediction, so I just give you a little background, you know what's happening. So prediction 1, home prices will fall 1%. Well, prices will fall 1% year over year in the second and third quarters when the home selling season is in full swing. Well, for some places right now, houses are kind of selling right now. You put it on the market, 10 days, it's under contract. So definitely the market is absorbing those things. That will mark the first time since prices have declined since 2012. When the housing market was recovering from the Great Recession, with exception of a brief period in the half of 2023. Okay, so let's take a look here at this graph. So it says the prices here most likely will go down by a little bit. So 2023 Q3, 2023 Q4, 2024 Q1, Q2, and Q3, and they're still not good to go. This is a national view of the housing market. In my opinion, I think in this area, in the Washington, D.C. area, metro area, depending where you are located, you probably will see some appreciation in some areas. There is a very small number of homes right now. I probably will say that there are between 5 and 7 buyers out there actively looking. This is people that are really looking to buy a house. For every house that we have for sale, the 676 homes here in the Montgomery County area. So which will tell you that there will be a lot of competition in the days ahead. So you have to prepare yourself pretty good as a buyer and also as a seller. Prediction number 2, new listings will increase. Home prices will fall because supply will rise more than demand. We have recently seen a double-digit annual increase in homeowners contacting Redfin for help. Well, they call a lot of these people. There's no question these 676 homes that I showed you previously, definitely that's going to increase. There's no question about that. We will have an increase on those things. However, there's also going to be an increase on buyers. Because why? Because buyers will increase, the demand will increase because interest rates compared to previous years are now at a high level. So I'm going to show you right now where interest rates are so that you can have an idea where things are heading to. Okay, so now I'm going to share with you what the interest rate has been doing for the last 12 months. Okay, so as we all know, back in January of last year, interest rates were 30-year fixed was about 6.11%, and then things really got pretty high up to 8% and maybe a little bit higher if you don't have a good credit score. So 30-year was close to 8%. Now things have continued to go down and go down and go down to where probably things are right now at 6.25, 6.5 potentially, and that may probably be the case. Now it's a lot of buzz going on the social media. They're saying that there's Federal Reserve will say they will be reducing interest rates. Well, we don't know. That's what they say, but we don't know if that will be the case. But we have to watch this very carefully because this is a year of elections, so the political landscape keeps changing every week. We will have the inventory. Yes, there will be an increase, but not as much, I don't think, in this year. And interest rates being low, I think, are going to give some buyers the idea that they need to act right now, and some sellers. So this is most important. There is a large percentage. The last time I checked, it was over 35% of Americans kind of like hate the house they live in right now because there's certain things they need, but they don't want to sell it because they love the low interest rate they got when they refinance their property. So giving up that interest rate to go and buy something that is more expensive and a higher interest rate, it is not necessarily what they're looking for, but that it is what it kind of like this low interest rate may give these people the opportunity to create more inventory to go out there and look for a property, whether they want to stay local or move to another area. That can potentially help us with the inventory. So this graph is very important that we need to watch because it says one of the predictions is home sales will increase by the end of this year. So the inventory should improve by the end of 2024. That is still a big unknown. I don't know that will be the case in the area. We will see a little bit of improvement, but it's not going to be a dramatic improvement. So to be in a seller's market, it's between 2.5 months to 5 months of supply. Buyer's market is definitely 6+ months of supply. I think that one of my predictions is we probably will see maybe up to 4.5 months of supply between now and the third quarter of this year. Seasonally speaking, in the month of December, people tend to take the houses off the market and give it a break for the holidays and then try the following spring. So that is always, it changes a lot because it has to do with the season and the holidays and so on. So that is what I think that we will see the increase, but we don't know that. This other graph, it says the mortgage rates will decline, which is where it says that definitely will go down. That's still so many factors. I think there is some truth, so there is some data behind this, but there is also, if inflation cannot be controlled, that most likely will have to be a change. And in a political year, so they want to keep things where it seems more standard, more normal, easy, smooth sailing waters for everybody, rather than have any turbulence in this kind of environment. So that's my take. So now that you know what the predictions are from this big giant, I tend to agree to the extent to some of their things. So let me just recap everything. Number one is that we're going to see potentially a good increase in inventory. As of today, remember, only 676 homes are for sale, but we probably will see an increase on that. Can we get to 2,000 homes this year? That will be our hope, that we can see around 2,000 homes for sale in this area, Montgomery County only. If you're interested in any other area, feel free to drop me a line. I'll be more than happy to send you a report for your specific area. Now, interest rates are where they are right now, about 6.5, 6.25. They will probably stay like that for another 2, 3, 4 months. And then depending on the data, then we will know if the Federal Reserve will be forced to have to drop those interest rates. Will potentially go below 5%? I don't think so. We probably will see low 5s, mid 5s, which will be a huge break for, mentally speaking, for so many buyers and sellers that it's a good interest rate, and everybody's forgotten about the 3 and 2% that we used to have, and now 5s, it's the new number, and everybody should be happy. So I think that's what we're going to see. And of course, if you are thinking about making the move and sell, right now is the time to start interviewing and start thinking about the preparation of your house. Remember, the way you live is not the way you present your house. So I highly recommend that you start, especially if you could see this burst of increase in inventory in the area. You need to start looking right now, immediately, on how you can prepare your house, how can you declutter, how you start removing things from homes, from the rooms. I'm sorry. How do you need to start positioning your house? What kind of photography you need to be doing, social media, in the presentation of the property and brochures, and so on. So this is a lot of things for you to think about. Now, if you're a buyer, you need to be thinking about how can I get very strong, because the potential of multiple offers. Now, our home sellers are going to see 10 to 12 offers? I don't think so. This is not the year where we're going to see that. I think sellers are going to see 2 to 4, 5 offers. Appraisals are going to be a big issue this year, so you have to stay mindful when you appraise a house. The appraisals can be a potential. They are already a little bit of an issue right now, so you got to be very, very careful. I have to hire an agent that is very knowledgeable on how to price a house, not necessarily the local expert. Sometimes they just very lucky because they know that, but you need to really know someone that has a very good handle on how to price, how to present, how to prepare a house, how to get you to the finish line. We'll have the systems in place. So that's enough. Good market. Things are going to be moving in the right direction. This is still a good time to buy. Yes, it is. Is it still a good time to sell? Of course, it is a good time to sell. It all depends what your long-term goals are going to be, which is something that you should be discussing with a real estate professional, a financial advisor, a loan officer, and so on. That's it. It's enough. I have a lot of these things coming up. So in a few more days, I'll have some more data to support what I'm saying, and hopefully we will see some of these things. That's it for my predictions. Don't forget to like and follow if you see some value in this type of content. And I have some other good stuff that is coming out that I cannot tell you today, but I will tell you pretty soon, because I have something very important that I will be releasing in the weeks ahead. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.